Welcome to another episode of Ty as a Mother podcast with Shantae Renee. Right now, we are in the series of Mother's Tea. So, I am super excited about my guest on today who's going to spill her own tea about motherhood and what does it look like for her. So, Kwana, I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce yourself, say
Okay.
who you are, how many kids you have, and identify motherhood with one word.
Ooh, okay. My name is Shaquana Edwards. I have three children, three biological children. I have six children total, but I have three biological children. They would kill me if I don't mention them, but I have seven godchildren. So I'm busy. I'm always busy. But if I could identify motherhood in one word, I would say busy.
Yo, I
Busy.
I definitely agree with you on that because of the fact I'm not even talking about my own kids. You be everywhere. Like if y'all ever been to any northeastern
Listen.
sport activity, like it doesn't have to be only just basketball. It's gonna be football, basketball, track meets. Do you go to the baseball games? I
Soccer,
feel like
baseball.
you're at everything.
We
So
do.
you be
Busy.
busy.
Yeah. And my children only play two sports, football and basketball. But my nieces and
Really?
nephews play everything. Like
Yeah.
it's all right because we show up for the children,
Y'all
all the children.
Yo, like seriously, that's why I'm like, yeah, you are a mom to your biological kid,
Busy.
to your
Yes.
biological kids, but you also a mom to kids in the
Everybody's children.
community.
Yes.
Like people, like parents know you.
Yes,
They really
absolutely.
do. You show up, you definitely gonna see her either at the gate, um, or she's there. She's there. She's cheering in the
Always.
stands, or she at the gate. She at concession stands. Like she's boom, boom, boom.
If you don't see me, you will definitely hear me.
Yeah, that part. But y'all think y'all say at the track meets when they getting caught up. I'm like, yo, wait for it. Just wait for it.
Ooh, that's it.
No, I'm like, yo, y'all are
Our
as in
kids get mad when we do it to them, but hey, everybody gotta get it. Listen, they catch you, we gonna whoop you. So
don't
don't
get
let them
caught.
catch you. There you go.
Oh my gosh, I love it though. No, we don't have no favors around here. You
Mm-mm.
get caught, you on
Oh,
the
you on the
team.
whoop list? Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, so with your busy schedule, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does life look like for Kwana? Not your kids,
Oh,
not for everybody else. What does it look like for you?
running.
You still running even for you?
Yeah, I have to because I have 23 students that I tutor. So I have to run because most of them don't come to me. I have to go
So
to
wait,
them.
this is look, hold on, sidebar, y'all. Because I didn't know she does tutoring. I know she does a lot of other extra
I
stuff,
have,
like
yeah,
academically,
academically,
but
yeah,
you tutor as
I
well.
do. All while getting my PhD. So yes.
Yeah, I know you. See, I'm so happy you say that. 'Cause I was gonna try to ease that in. I'm like, please say that she getting her PhD. Cause yo, your girl is smart. She
I
busy
am.
and smart as all get out.
Yeah,
Like,
I get it done.
so wait, you tutoring? You gotta tell me more. 'Cause you know I got kids. So
Yes,
you tutoring like high school, middle school? You
I
doing
do high
adult learners? What
school,
you doing?
all three. All
Wow.
three. There are a lot of adults out there, believe it or not, that do not have a high school diploma.
Uh-huh.
So I started off helping the adults with the high school diplomas. It really started during COVID. Like a lot of parents did not understand the work of computers.
You right about that because I
So
felt
I had
real
a house
special
full of children.
trying to do my kids stuff. I'm like, at
Oh
this
yeah,
point,
you were not alone.
this math ain't mathing because
I
this
felt
ain't the
like I
same math.
was in school. Like I had a house full of children 7 o'clock every morning because parents didn't know how to work the computer. So it was
Wow.
easier for me to just say, "Hey, drop them off on the way to work. Pick them up when you get home."
Wow.
That was easier. So it started like a little bit before COVID with the middle school children, then the high school children. Then it became, "Can you help me get my high school diploma?" So I have about four adults right now who's gotten their high school
Wow.
diploma and about to graduate from college.
Wow.
Yeah.
People don't know
No,
the behind story of Kwana.
they
You
don't
show up and you're present
all the
as
time.
well as tutoring.
Yes. And that
I don't know
amazing.
how you do it.
Me either.
But you
That's
still,
a good question.
but even though you say, okay, your PhD, that's for you.
Mm-hmm.
What else is solely just for Kwana?
Um, I take my me time. Don't get it twisted.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna make time for me.
Yeah.
So that would be the solely just for Quantum. Like I get on Saturdays, don't call my phone. Don't me. Unless I already got a previous engagement where the kids have told us that they have a track meet, soccer game, basketball game, whatever
Yeah.
it is. Don't call me. Don't call me on those Saturdays. And Sundays
And
are work days, so
Wow.
That's my only time I get to kind of wind down.
Yeah, because it's needed.
Yeah,
Like you,
absolutely.
yeah. Cause you got a lot. I did. I'm still stuck on the 223 kids and COVID.
It's a
She having
lot.
kids dropped off at a house, and
Man, about 10. We
wow.
weren't even supposed to be in the same space.
Yeah, but you was like these kids got to pass. Some of them need to
They
graduate.
definitely need to pass. And to hear their moms complain about just getting dumped with it, if that makes
Hmm.
sense, which we had no control over it. But a lot of parents were just complaining about being dumped with a computer and having to
It
either
was a
teach the
lot.
children or have them fail. We can't have them fail. And you don't want to put
Yeah.
in the child's mind that you can't really fail because it's COVID.
Yeah.
So you're going to have the option to pass because then they ain't going to
Yeah.
do nothing. So no, we
Yeah.
couldn't have that.
And see, during that time, COVID, I was a school counselor, so yeah, we was just
Yeah,
we
the
had
best school
those
counselor.
letters.
Don't leave that
Oh,
out.
thank you so
Don't leave
much.
that. You
I
need to go back.
appreciate that.
Go back.
Yeah, no, I don't want to take them classes. That's cost
I'll
more
take
money,
them for you.
but wait, you can't say that on the mic.
Oh, you right. You right.
Yeah, but that was just a little something.
Listen,
We gonna-
you right. I'll help you.
I know you
I'm
would.
gonna tutor
You
you.
would tutor me.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't let me cut that. I'll keep that in
Please.
there.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Um. Okay. So with everything that's going on, right, with your busy schedule,
Mhm.
like, do you ever feel like some days you just feel like giving up?
Mm. Yes, absolutely. And
What
those will be
keep
the
you
days.
going?
Mostly the kids.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly the kids and the knowing that I cannot fail. So
Mm.
that's a big thing for me, failure. And it's not an option. So
Mhm.
if I don't want my children to feel like it's an option, I have to keep going. That's the only thing that really keeps me going. Just the thought of failing does not work for me.
Mm. So what does your support system look like? Because you're,
Mm.
I mean, you're a lot of people's support. So what does it look like for you?
My sisters are amazing. When I
Yeah.
say amazing, I mean hands down. They call constantly, they text, they really get to the bottom of what does
Mm-hmm.
Quanta need. And it's good to have that because I'm always reaching out to see what everybody else need. Like you said, I'm always there for others. So to
Yeah.
get them calls every morning, to get that motivation text, and I get one every morning from my sister Tina. Like I don't care,
Wow.
6 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting that either phone call or that text.
Wow.
So I look for those now because it's been going on for so long. That I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is go to her message because I know what's there, and it
Mm-hmm.
helps. It helps a lot.
And see your circle. I mean, your circle, like all y'all pretty much, like y'all have your own businesses going
Mm-hmm.
on. Um, you know, like families and things
Yes,
like that. So just having that alone is just that's amazing because
it
everybody
is.
don't have that.
No, mm-mm.
Everybody don't have people in their circle, especially females. Cause like these sisters, you know, they're not biological, but they are your
Right.
sisters.
They are my sisters.
You know, so I
Absolutely.
do know that for a fact that this system, this y'all circle, y'all
Yeah,
tight.
yeah. That circle something serious. And they know loyalty play a big part with me.
Hmm.
So they get what they give, and it's easy for me to give it back.
Yeah.
It's easy.
So what made you be this type of person? Because like this mom that you are, like you stand up mom, present mom, like what is it? Did you see stuff like this growing up? Did you have the same
No,
type of system growing up or?
no. That's probably what made me be that person.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a long time, and I tell my kids all the time, it's hard for me to hug them and tell them I love them. Like my daughter, she's a
Mm-hmm.
affectionate person, but she'll
Oh.
hug me and I'll be like, girl, like I'll girl, if you don't stop, she'll kiss me. I don't know where your lips been. And I do that because I'm not used to it. And I had to literally sit them down and tell them I didn't get that growing up. So
Wow.
my sisters that we have now, it's been so long that we've been in this circle that we don't leave each other without saying bye, I love you.
Wow.
And that's awesome to me because my children now do it and they'll walk out the house and they will not leave until they say bye, I love you. And that means a
Mm-hmm.
lot because I tell them all the time, you never know if you're gonna make it back home. So the least you can do is
Wow.
not forget to say it. But I was 32 years old before my mama told me she first loved me. So
Wow.
that's hard for me to hear it. Kind of was like, okay, but I still heard it. Just getting better now, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm an adult now, so it's kind of
Wow.
tell my children I can't give you something I didn't get. Trying,
Wow.
working on it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's getting better.
You know what? A good thing is your kids are understanding
They do.
too. well, okay, mom may not be hugged, but I'm gonna still give her
I'm
this
she
hug,
and listen.
and
That
you're
little
gonna
girl
take
will,
this hug
and
and be
will,
happy
honey.
with it when
She
you do
will.
get it. So, I mean, that's pretty good. And the good thing is too that you were being honest with your kids because you could have, you could have held on to that because there's certain stuff.
Yeah.
I'm finally getting to a point where I'm talking to my girls about stuff that happened to me in my past.
Oh wow.
Usually I just hold on to. 'Cause I'm like, they don't need to know. I'm like, yes, they
Yes, they
do.
do.
They need to understand why am I so overprotective of them.
How
Things
did you
like
get
that.
to that stage? Because I'm
Yeah.
stuck on whether or
Yeah.
not that's something a part of me that I want to share. So how did you get
I
there?
got to that stage because they get older
Yeah,
and they are developing. My girls,
absolutely. Listen.
how old is Bunny? Bunny 10. Yeah, she's 10. No, I'm sorry, she's 11. My bad. I got too many kids. She's 11. Yeah, because
That's
this year
good.
they be 14 and 12.
Okay.
So with them getting older, and shoot, they got
Yeah,
bodies. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So with that part, I'm like, okay, I need to let them know, okay, this is why I feel like this when you talk to this certain person
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact when I was your age and I talked to somebody like this, like they rubbed up on me the wrong way. And
Absolutely.
it made me feel some kind of way, but I didn't have nobody to talk to it
Mm-hmm.
about, so I just kept it to myself. And I don't want nothing to happen to them and they feel like I
Absolutely.
can't tell my mama.
Yeah.
And I know I could have told my mom stuff, but I'm just like, I'm not telling my mom stuff, because I'm
Yeah.
young and
I'm
then I'm running
scared to tell
track.
my mom stuff, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like,
I would write a letter. I always,
oh, we ain't gonna talk
I,
about
I
letter
write
writing.
letters.
We ain't gonna talk about
I
letter
couldn't
writing.
talk, but I'm definitely, she gonna wake up. She's
She
gonna
gonna
get a
wake up to
letter
this letter,
to this letter. This is
but you
how I
said it
feel.
nonetheless. You said it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause you know what? Cause she made it for us to be able to talk.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
But I
Okay.
can't say the same for my dad. Now we ain't about to go up and start talking to him all type of ways.
Right.
No, he was. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
give you these hands. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But mine was a little bit more
Laid
laid back.
back.
But mine was like my mom nickname is Shaft, so that says a lot. You know what I mean? So I was like,
Yeah, that
oh,
says a lot.
I don't think I really want to
I
tell
don't
her
think I
because
really
I
want to
think
tell
she
it.
might, pop
Mm.
off. So yeah, but like for certain stuff, like okay, when I broke my virginity, I wrote a letter to my
Me
mama.
too.
I did.
Me too.
I was like, hey, this what happened. But her response what made me feel like I was able to come back and talk to her because
Yeah,
she didn't bang
no.
on me or nothing like that. She like,
She
all
ain't
right,
bang on me, but we ain't talk about it either. It was just like you wrote the letter, whatever.
hey,
Like that was it. Like there was never a conversation. I'm like, wrote it so we can have a conversation, but we really not gonna talk about it.
right,
We never talked about it.
yeah. So it really made you open up
Yeah,
to your kids.
yeah. But they say
Yeah.
I'm mean. They say I don't.
Why they say you mean?
Cause they say I fuss, and I'm like, I fuss because y'all do dumb stuff, and then I hear about it. Then I gotta fix it. Y'all don't come to me before you do the dumb stuff, and then let me help and fix it. Don't do
Yeah.
the dumb stuff and then come. It's harder for me to fix it.
Fix it. That's our problem as mom. Why do we
Yeah.
have to be the fixer? Why do you feel like you have to be the fixer? Why they can't go through their test?
It's hard to watch your child go through something. Like I
Yeah.
don't care what that test is. It could be a fall down scrape. You ain't even finna see your child just sit there and cry. The
Right.
daddy might say, "Oh, yeah, all right, let him cry," but the mama
Mhm.
and you gonna say, "Come here, let me put a band-aid on it." And
Yeah.
that's what we always want to do. We always just want
We
to put a
do. We
band-aid on
just
it and make it better
nurturers. We just
to
we
anybody's child, but especially our own.
oh yeah. When it come down our own, we catch a case behind
Baby,
ours real quick and was smiling in the mugshot. As that.
spray that orange. Listen, that orange look good on me, baby. I'm playing with it. It's gonna look
By any
good
means
by
necessary.
any means, and that could be behind anybody's child. It's just it don't matter.
Right. Oh man. So was there ever a time in your motherhood that you feel like you had to heal
Mm,
from a situation?
mm.
And what
I'm
was it?
still healing from a situation.
If you want to share it, share it. But how did you get through that process?
I
This situation
haven't.
still stuck in it.
I'm still stuck in it, and I keep getting process on top of process. And this, and I mean, a lot of people look at me and they be like, "That's your mom." Me and my mom went for 9 years and didn't say a word to each other,
Wow.
and she lived 2 minutes up the road. And I tell everybody that's still my mama. It don't make them no more, no less my mama.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk to her. She's still gonna be my mom if I don't talk to her. But and then my dad died in January, so it was kind of like process
Wow.
on top of process. And just when my all my circle, my friends in my circle, I was
Mhm.
the only one with both of my parents. And I kind of felt
Wow.
bad because I'm like, I'm the only one that still got my mom and my dad.
So why you felt guilty?
Because they were losing their parents,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't look at them and say, I know how you feel. Because I didn't know how you
Yeah,
feel.
that's that part. You couldn't relate,
I couldn't relate.
and you
So it
didn't
was,
want to relate.
I absolutely did
You
not.
did not want to.
I
Right.
did not. And it was just like, what do I say?
Yeah.
How do I respond to what they're saying to me? I'm always the go-to person. Like they go always pick up that phone and call me, and I'm just like, I don't want to say I don't know what to tell you because I'm not that person. We're gonna
Yeah.
find a solution. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna cry about it, and I'm gonna help you get through what you're going through. But I never want to feel what you're going through, and that I
Mm-hmm.
felt selfish about that.
Wow.
I felt real selfish. So, and then my dad turned around and died in January.
So
That was in December. That comment was made in December. Feeling selfish about having both of my parents, and then I lose my dad in January.
so how are you processing grief and
Mm-mm. I
being a
keep going.
parent?
Busy.
You stay busy, so you
That's
don't have to
it.
think about it.
That's it. That's
That's
it.
not
That's
healthy
all.
though, Quan.
I know. I ain't figured out how to master that yet.
Yeah.
I have a therapist.
That is okay. So we are
It's a
working.
start. Yeah.
We working.
It only works if you talk to her.
So you ain't talking to the lady. But you know what? Honestly, it does. Therapy is good,
Yes.
but therapy takes time because therapy
Absolutely.
is work.
Yeah.
And also therapy is building a trust. So if you
Yeah, that's
already
my
do you
thing.
deal with trust issues already?
I used not to, but now I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. You trying to trust somebody in a vulnerable state.
Mhm.
So yeah, just I
I'm
would say
getting
just
better.
keep showing up every therapy session.
I will. Well, I will. Because I
Yeah.
mean, I reached out to her. She ain't come find me. So the least I can do is, if I got to pay for it, make it useful, right?
Right.
Make it useful.
Yeah. Make it worth your coins.
Yeah. Abs-
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, because therapy ain't cheap.
Girl.
It's not. But
But yeah,
it's worth it.
it is.
It's worth the investment because I mean we invest in cars, we invest in homes and things like that. But your mental
Absolutely.
health is
Most
what's
important.
really gonna keep everything going. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm definitely sorry to hear about your dad.
Thank you.
I'm glad you got your kids to keep
Busy.
you grounded. That's what they doing. They keeping
Busy.
you grounded. But
Yes.
also just trying to make sure that you still take that time for you.
Right.
So during this motherhood journey,
Mm-hmm.
was there ever a moment where something happened that changed you forever?
Mm. I would say, uh, hmm. Mhm. Yeah, we gonna skip that question because it's something I want to share with my children, but I don't want to. I don't want them. I don't want
Mm,
this to be their first time hearing it.
I agree. I agree. I respect that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
So, since we're skipping that question, which is understandable, um, what advice would you give? Because you have three biological kids
Mm-hmm.
on top of being a bonus mom.
Right.
So, what advice would you give to a mom who just brand new to this? Like, okay, they could just have one kid, but now they in a relationship or in something with someone else. So now they trying to balance, okay, being girlfriend,
Right.
wife, mom, bonus mom, like, cause you have been there,
All of the above.
right? So what advice would you give to that mom?
Um, I would just say understand that there's no handbook. There's no handbook when
Mm,
it comes to parenting.
none.
Whether it's your children, someone else's children, your job is to make sure you treat other people's children how you want your children treated.
That
That's
part.
it. That's all. I mean, there's not much more you can do besides that. But just know you're not. I can't sell you a book. I can't open the book and tell you
Mm,
go to this page. There's no book when it comes to parenting. Do what you know is best for your child. You do not let anyone tell you otherwise. You do it even down to
mhm.
taking them to the doctors. Like if the doctor say
Yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with them, they just got a cold, give them talent. No, if you know something is wrong with your child, you go further. If that
Right.
doctor ain't giving you answers, you go to the next one. But it's just a matter of just be a parent at the
Hmm.
end of the day. But you always treat others' children like you want your own treated. And that's it. There's no rules to it.
Yeah.
Just take it as they come and one day at a
Anything.
time.
One day at a time.
That's it.
That's all you can do.
That's it.
It's enough troubles in one day. Instead
What?
of be trying to focus on tomorrow.
My goal is trying to fix everybody's troubles.
Yeah.
That is not my goal, rather. That's my issue. That's my problem.
Mm.
Trying to fix everybody's troubles.
You want to be Olivia Pope? You used to watch
Girl,
Scandal.
listen. Olivia, listen, she's something serious, baby. She tries. I think I'm trying to be the equalizer. Everybody call me trying to be
Yo,
Queen
that show has
Latifah.
been. I know it's really been
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, real good.
It really is good. Oh man,
Absolutely.
Laquana, I am grateful for your vulnerability
Thank you.
because I mean you also. I know we're supposed to be talking about motherhood,
Hmm.
but you also helped out some people who may be going through, some
Oh
situation with
yeah.
their parent.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody doesn't have that mother daughter type relationship and things like that. And then, I mean, how was your relationship with your dad? Super close
Mm,
or?
that was my rock. Like my dad was my daddy. That's how I address him to all my siblings. My daddy said like
Yo, are you the oldest by any chance?
no,
Oh, okay, 'cause my sister
no.
does that to me. She always call my mom, mama.
Well, when I address my mom, I say your mom. So when I do, my
Mhm.
daddy is my daddy. But when I talk to them, I be like, your mama said. But if
Yeah.
I call him and it's my daddy, I was like, my daddy said. I
Mm.
don't know why. That's crazy. That
Because your
I never
dad,
thought about that.
probably, in some type of way, he must make you feel like your dad's your safe place.
He is my safe place, but understand, my daddy did not. We didn't have a relationship as I was growing up. I stayed in
Really?
North Carolina. He stayed in New York once my mom moved here. So he didn't. I didn't have a relationship with him until after I graduated from high school.
Wow.
But it was like probably still that void that was there of wanting my daddy. So
Yeah.
once he came, it didn't matter to me that he was not as active as I felt like he should have been. What
Hmm.
mattered to me is that he was active then. And that's what I need a
Wow.
lot of children to understand. Like it does not matter how much time was missed. It's about the time that can be created once they're there.
Mm.
And that's what I had to do with my daddy. And it just went from there. And it stayed consistent. So that was my
Yeah.
biggest thing. Consistency with me is key. And that was just my daddy
Yeah.
and their mama.
You said that about. I think I even need to hear the part when you say it not being present at the time, but it's the time that you
Yeah.
make.
Because you can't get that time back. There's
Hmm.
nothing you can do. I mean, everybody has questions. It's okay to question why. Will you always get an answer? No. Will you always get the truth? No. I can blame my mama forever and say, why
Mm.
didn't you push harder? Or why didn't you make him? Or why didn't we? Like, I can do that. It's not going to change the fact that he wasn't there all that time. It's not going to change the
Mm.
fact. It's not going to make me say, I don't want to be a part of his life. He wasn't there. And I'm trying, that's something I'm trying to teach to my son because at the age of 13, he looked at me and said, well, why my daddy don't want me? And that crushed me because I'm like,
Mm.
is that really how you feel? Like I start to question myself. Should I have pushed harder? Should I
Mm.
push harder now? Should I make them? But I'm no, I'm not that parent. I'm never,
Hmm.
ever gonna make somebody do their part.
Right.
You're either gonna do it or you're not, because it's gonna get done.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. And that's why I don't allow my children to want for anything. And everybody say, "Oh, they just spoiled." So you ain't
Yeah.
gotta spoil them.
Ain't your
So
money.
it ain't your money. Thank you,
Ain't you? Especially when you got good kids, you want to,
man. They awesome.
you want to make sure you spoil them.
Absolutely.
So if your kids can describe you with 3 words, what would they say?
It's funny that you say that because I asked my children that this
Hmm.
morning, and I'm gonna read to you what they said. So I went to my group chat and I asked my children to all just describe me in 3 words. My oldest son said selfless because I always put others before myself.
Yeah.
My daughter said resilient. Um, she said because I never stay in a bad place for too long. I always know how to bounce back and keep going. And my middle son said magnificent
Oh.
because you make it happen for us even when you don't have it. So
Oh.
they are awesome kids. And I would have pretty much said the same thing. I probably would have used their words, but I would have pretty much said the same thing
Yeah.
because they know if I ain't got it, I'm gonna get it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna make it happen by any means. So,
And that's pretty cool when your kids see that in you. That speaks a lot about you as a mom.
oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
That's why I say
The
you are.
one thing I try not make them is not jealous, but resent the fact that I will show other children like
Hmm.
I'll cheer for them and I'll tutor them and they're like anything that I'm gonna give somebody else's child, I'm gonna give to my own.
Hmm.
So I never want my children to again feel like I put someone else's children before them, and they have, and listen, when I say that was probably the lowest moment of my motherhood, to hear my children say, "Well, I didn't like the fact that he got and we didn't," and it was just like, "You didn't care about us," and only, and I'm just like, "Did I really do that?" Like, it
Wow.
makes you question yourself as a parent. I'm just like, "Oh my god, I wish they had said it then
Yeah.
instead of waiting until." But I get it. Hey, they probably didn't want to hurt my feelings at the end of the day. So, but when
Yeah.
they said it, did it hurt? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I knew what wasn't gonna happen again. That
Right.
was never gonna happen again. That was not an option because I never want to feel like that as a parent, and I never want them to feel like that as children.
Yeah. Those your babies.
Oh, baby,
And when I'm telling
listen,
you, when it come down to your kids, you protective of their feelings, you're protective of their
absolutely,
heart.
absolutely.
You keep certain people away from them. You say certain
Hmm.
prayers. So if you can't remove them, you ask God to remove them because
And he
sometimes they
does.
be attached to some of these kids that they be around.
That's
They
my
really be.
youngest. She feels like everybody's supposed to have her heart, and everybody's supposed to be her friend. No, that's not true. And I'm
Yeah,
learning it too. Like,
yeah,
everybody ain't gonna give you what you give them, so
that's true.
kind of fall back, pipe down a little bit. But God don't tell me to pipe down. I don't care what you give me back. It's up to me on how I deal with it. But I'm still gonna be the same me.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna look at you and say you need help and turn my back and walk away. No, I'm not gonna do that. Even
yeah,
if the next week I'm the one need the help. If you don't give it to me, that's okay.
yeah.
I
You're not
might
gonna
see
cut your
you again
blessing.
and still help you. So my children, they're good children though.
Yeah.
I would not complain. My oldest is about to graduate from North Carolina Central next year. I
No,
got one
super
going in.
smart though.
Man,
Man, such a
listen,
smart kid.
he's
But
smart,
all your
smart.
kids are smart.
They are.
They
My
get that
daughter
from their
is
mom.
16. She's graduated from high school.
Well, I didn't know she was that young.
She's graduating. Yeah, she's only 16. She's graduating this year, and she's going into ECSU as a sophomore.
I did not know she was that
She is that
young.
young. That's why I won't let her go nowhere. She got accepted into about 9 schools, and she gonna have to
Oh
stay
yeah,
here.
she gotta stay local.
She gonna have to
Okay,
stay
I
right here.
understand that.
Maybe the first 2 years, but
Yeah,
now she's going as a sophomore, so maybe a year. But I say the first 2 years. I
yeah,
can't just send her out there like that because I know what I went through trying to be out there as a child, and the world is different.
man,
Like,
it's
the world
totally
is
different.
different now, so I can't see myself now. My boys, they gonna fight to the death,
Yeah,
and I'm okay because they gonna protect her too. But I need her here. I need her here.
yeah. I promise. I did not know she was 16.
16.
But she was in my class too.
Yes, she was.
Yep, she was in my
Yep.
class. Wow. Well, Kwana, I want to say thank you. 'Cause I'm starting to wrap on up.
Yes, ma'am.
But before we wrap up, is there anything that you would like to say that I didn't ask during this podcast?
Mm, no, you pretty much hit. You pretty much
You
covered everything.
sure? You can
Yeah.
say anything God placed in your spirit.
No, you actually pretty much covered everything. You did.
I
It was
appreciate
awesome.
you.
I thank you.
And I appreciate your time showing up, being
Absolutely.
vulnerable. Because I know certain stuff not easy to talk about. I know certain
No.
stuff is uncomfortable to talk about, but
Yeah.
you're gonna be able to. Not even you're gonna be able to. After this podcast, you're gonna be hearing different insights from different moms. So
Hmm.
just be ready
Okay.
because they already see you out and about, but they probably didn't know your story to this
Correct.
extent. So yeah, I appreciate you.
I thank you.
I really do.
I think this is the first time I have been able to talk about my daddy and not shed a tear. So it's getting
Oh, so
better. It's
it's
getting
it's
better.
showing you some healing.
Yeah,
Some
absolutely.
healing
It's
going
getting
on to your
better.
new dad. I mean, to your new norm. Because
Yeah.
I kid you not, this year gonna be 11 years my dad been gone,
Wow.
and it's still certain days still feel like it just
It just
happened,
happened.
but I'm able to cope with it differently.
That's good.
Yeah, 'cause I can promise you, probably like 2 days ago, I like, dang, I was sitting in the house thinking about certain stuff, and I'm like, damn, I wish my dad was still here because I could call him. Because usually that's my person I will
Yeah.
call,
That's my person.
um,
Yep.
just to process a lot of different things.
Yeah.
I know I call my mom for everything, but my dad used to be like, hey, let me, And
Right.
plus, he used to curse a lot, so that was like my thing. He would curse so much, and he knew if I'm down, he gonna curse and he gonna make me
He gonna
laugh,
make you laugh.
and then he gonna probably send me some coins, but like, go ahead and get your nails done.
Oh,
Yeah,
listen.
every time it never failed. Like he would just go get your nails
That
done.
sound
I'll
yeah,
go get
that
you
sound
something to
right.
eat. Cause eating, yeah,
It's gonna
eating is,
always
is
do it.
make you happy. It is something about eating a meal and
It's
on a
gonna
tough
always
day,
do it.
So, but yeah, but once again, I appreciate you,
Oh,
Father,
thank you.
for just coming, taking your time out. Cause I mean, I appreciate it. Like, I really
My
don't want
time,
you
your
all to
time.
think I take this for granted because I
Oh
just put
no,
the post out there on Facebook and I was so surprised with the people who responded.
that was
Right.
awesome.
I was like, God, okay. Because he gave me this assignment last year and I didn't move on it. And then this year I'm like, okay, God, I'm really
You're
going to be
yeah,
obedient. I'm going to
absolutely.
put this post. And it was kind of late when I put the post out. Cause I was like, yo, all right, they ain't going to probably really see this.
I
Tell
get
you.
it. I
I put
get
it
it.
out there and I was just like, okay, we're gonna see. And I was like, oh snap. Like, thank you, God. Okay. All right, I'm ready. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
So thank you just for supporting the vision
Yes.
and being an amazing person, just inside and
Thank
out. Cause every
you.
time I see you, you always make me laugh. Every single time.
And you know I'm gonna
I
be the
know I'm
same
going to
me.
laugh and I know I'm gonna have a good time while
Absolutely.
we're together. So but yeah, we're gonna wrap this episode on up
Yes,
of
ma'am.
us Mother's Tea. Thank you so much
You're
for spilling
welcome.
your tea,
You're welcome.
which is your testimony to be able to help some other moms out there. And I just pray that whatever you touch, it just prosper.
Oh, absolutely. Thank
Seriously,
you.
like
Thank you.
I genuinely mean that with all
I
of me.
really appreciate it.
Just because I see the work that you do, like I see it. But like now, I'm even on the other side, like, dang, I didn't know she did that too. So,
Yes.
but like,
So
keep doing what you're doing.
they'll swarm me if they knew, like,
Yeah.
girl, they will swarm me. But it's okay. I don't mind. I love helping the children. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So, y'all, so that is it for this episode of Mother's Tea. And we will be back tomorrow with another episode of Mother's Tea on Tide as a Mother podcast. So, y'all have a good one. We see y'all later.
Thank you.